And so, I guess tell me a bit of the story of how Sean Williams was captured.
Deputy U.S. Marshals and investigators in the Eastern District of Tennessee had developed information on a stolen vehicle out of Greenville. Were able to trace that vehicle to down to the Pinellas County, Florida area, at which time early yesterday morning, November 21, a patrolman in Pinellas County spotted that vehicle, and uh, a little bit of a chase ensued, and Williams left the vehicle and went out on foot. And so they spent most of the day yesterday. Deputy marshals from our regional fugitive task force in Florida and Pinellas County spent the day searching for Williams. And as last night, we received a call from a store clerk at a 7-Eleven in the actual address is Largo, Florida, that he had come into the store. And so Pinellas County responded to the store along with shortly behind them, Deputy U.S. Marshals in Florida. He ran from the store, went down a path nearby, and hid under a tarp behind a house or building. I'm not totally clear on which. They used a canine to track him to this tarpaulin, at which time he was arrested without incident.
So do you know, will that store clerk get the reward?
Not sure exactly how all that will happen, but I would imagine that that's a very likely possibility.
Okay. The stolen vehicle, when was that stolen?
Well, the owner wasn't exactly clear on the date that the vehicle went missing. They're thinking that, well, they noticed it on November 17th, which was the day that Williams was spotted in Silva, North Carolina. We weren't aware of the stolen vehicle at the time. We were looking for him in Silva. Later discovered that, or during that period of time, we discovered that the stolen vehicle was linked to Silva. It was seen in Silva area. And so once we had that information, we were able to start tracking him to tracking the vehicle and locate it in Florida, in Pinellas County.
So in that case, I wonder, do we believe that he was in Greenville up until, say, November the 17th?
It appears that he was. Appears that he was hiding out there in Greenville that whole time.
Wow. I guess, I mean, this isn't a direct question, I guess, but I just wonder, how does one hide for that long in a spot where y'all are looking so thoroughly?
Yeah, I mean, this was in an area that law enforcement had, and dogs and drones had been all around him. Apparently, he was able to make it into. We're still piecing a lot of this together, exactly how he was able to stay right there in that area. But it looks like he had found his way into an attic of an abandoned house and was able to hide up there in a fairly unnoticeable attic area. Probably coming down at night to move around some and try to, I don't know, we're trying to figure out things like how was he able to obtain food and some things that he might have been able to obtain. And then at some point, steal this vehicle and take off.
Um, I don't know if you can tell me, some folks in that area were saying, we're pointing to a particular house to me, saying this is where it was stolen, 328 Davis Street.
Um, that's not the exact address, but it's certainly in the right area.
Okay. I guess where do things go from here?
Well, at some point, well, as of today, he will have an arraignment or initial appearance, excuse me, in federal court in Florida. Um, I'm not totally sure which office, whether it's in Tampa or one of their sub offices down there. I'm sub courthouses. I don't exactly know, but he will have an appearance there. And then he can have a court proceeding to have an identity hearing or detention hearing down there, or he can waive that process. And at that point, he will be transferred back up to the Eastern District of Tennessee to face the charges that he was already facing, plus some extras now.
Yeah. Um, do you know yet, I guess, where he would be housed if he's coming up here? I wonder if uh things changed since he escaped before, if there's more security around him now.
Well, there will be, yes, definitely greater security around him and all the movements from this point forward when he gets back up here and as well as down there. I will not say where he will be housed for security reasons, but he will be brought back up here and there will be additional security on him as a result of the things that have happened.
Yeah, I guess I just wonder if he would be in like he was in I guess a jail before, maybe if he would be moved to a prison, but I don't know if you want to say that.
Yeah, I'm going to stay away from answering that question because we're going to keep that very close to the vest as to where he's being housed during his court proceedings.
Okay. Were y'all ever able to determine if he received help of any sort, or if the folks that were transporting him were involved or not?
Uh, so two questions there to answer on the part about whether the Laurel County transport officers might have been involved in some way. That piece is still under investigation by the FBI. Um, they're continuing to work on that, and at some point we'll release a report on that part of the investigation. So no determination has been made as of our speaking. As to whether he had any help on the run, we're still piecing all of his movements together and looking into the possibility that he may have had some help, whether it was people who were unaware that he was a fugitive and might have helped him in some way, or were these people he actually knew that might have helped him in some way. But obviously, I think he was able to obtain some money. We do know that at least some cash while he's been on the run. So how he was able to come and come in possession of that money, well, that's something that we're looking at right now, and and some other things. So don't know the answers to all of those. Like I said, there's a lot still being pieced together with this entire thing, and we should know more hopefully over the next few days.